Today's Chad Prather Show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Your online activity shouldn't be public. Protect yourself at expressvpn.com/watchchad. Oh, it is party time, Mom. Welcome to another episode of the Chad Prather Show here in the Mothership, which is Studio 22, piloted by the one and only puppet master, Mark Tate, who is driving us into the nether regions. We are deep into the coronavirus right now. Candice, the queen of the Ethiopians, keeping us abreast of all things corona, all things COVID-19, all things Wu flu, all things Chinese virus. I don't know, Party Foul Steve, if you understand this, but this disease is racist. It is completely racist because how dare you ever talk about the origin of the disease. I'm offended. You should be offended, Hot News Natalie. Everyone in this room, as we social distance ourselves from one another, should be offended. I may be offended for all of you watching, those of you chatting, sitting there watching on your little YouTube, social distancing away, sitting in your office, not interacting with people. Get out, my friends. Play a board game. Breathe fresh air. Drink a beer, but not in a bar because they've all been closed down. They're all shut down. Don't go to Florida. Do not do that because there's no restaurants. There's no bars. Clearwater Beach is packed with people, but Clearwater Beach is nasty. So here we are after yesterday, 24 hours later. We're still here. We've been quarantined to this room of Studio 22, and the odds of us ever leaving are slim. Candice will not let us leave. It's almost like Mystery Science Theater 3000. We're stuck. It's most definitely an interesting time to be alive. No one has ever seen anything like this in the history of our lives. Mm-hmm. Most fast food restaurants shut down yesterday amid growing fears of the virus. I myself, upon hearing the news, went immediately to Burger King and got a Whopper Jr. The city of Dallas has closed all restaurants and bars for the next 7 days. And more people are calling for our Governor Greg Abbott to make this effective statewide. I don't know. Our relationship with China is heating up after the president referred to the coronavirus as, quote, the Chinese virus in a tweet late last night. San Francisco is on lockdown with residents required to stay inside their homes unless a medical emergency. No telling what's going to happen to their population of homeless wiping their asses in the street. Now, Nancy Pelosi, our favorite Nancy, has called for politicians to practice social distancing from her and other House members, which, ironically, is what her kids have been practicing since the day they were born. So I love you, Nancy, but we're going to air hug it. How about that? Folks, I'm excited about today's program. We're going to bring you the news you could use and give you a few laughs along the way. So hang tight because the Chad Prather Show is here on a Tuesday night. Hey, thin is in, they say, but what's good about a thin steak or thin wallet or thinning hair? The answer to these rhetorical questions is absolutely nothing. So why, then, is every brand of men's body wash so weak and watered down? An argument for using this crap is pretty thin. Now, enter Thick, a new product from Duke Cannon Supply Company. Thick earns its name by being 3 times thicker than common body washes. It's the high-viscosity alternative to watching your money run down the drain in your shower. Thick comes in a big-ass container that you crack open like a beer, and it comes in 4 distinctly masculine scents that will not leave you smelling like a teenage boy. Thin is out. Thick is in. I love this stuff. It makes you feel like you're clean. And it's kind of fun to use. We hope you enjoy opening up our American-made products. We find that they are as functional as they are fun. Thick is made with plant-based thickeners for superior lather, so you're not going to need that gross, nasty loofah anymore. Throw that thing in the trash. And as an added bonus, when you heft a 17.5-ounce bottle of Thick, you're getting a light arm workout. So visit DukeCannon.com. Use the promo code WatchChad for 15% off your entire order. Free shipping with orders over $35. You get a range of Duke Cannon men's premium products that are also available at your local Target. Go to DukeCannon.com. Use promo code WatchChad. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Hope you didn't get sick during that little quick break. I posed a question on social media this morning. I put it on my Watch Chad Prather page, which hopefully all of you are following. The name of it is Watch Chad Prather. Someone else sent me a message this morning, Hot News, and said, how many Facebook pages do you have? 4 that you need to know about. Mm-hmm. Chad Prather, Political Cowboy, and Watch Chad. So, Watch Chad Prather. So I posted on there, and I said, there's 2 million followers on this page. How many of you personally know somebody?
I saw that.
That has contracted coronavirus. Personally known. A lot of people can't read. A lot of people can't answer questions. It's a yes or no question. Do you know anyone personally is what I asked. Mm. And, of course, there were a few who said yes that knew it. There were some who the way they said it made me doubt their response, their affirmative response. Like there was one lady on there who went on and on about how her family member had just died the other day from it. But yet, if you went to her page, she had a ton of memes making fun of it. And I'm like, no, I don't think, like, you're lying. Because I just can't imagine anybody putting humorous memes about a disease on there that, anyway.
With someone that they just lost.
Yeah.
If they just lost someone that they loved.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be tough. That. I did see that on your page this morning, and I saw quite a few said that they knew people. And there were a couple who had passed away, and there's a couple that are in the hospital right now with severe pneumonia, tested positive for.
So they say. I mean, yeah. But again, the sheer ratio of it was huge because there was about 6,000 comments underneath that. Most of them were no. Okay. So we'll see. Everybody has their conspiracy theories. Party Foul Steve has joined that party.
Oh, yeah.
Of what?
Now, I can talk about all kind of conspiracies that are out there. Do I believe any of them? No. Steve, you got some thoughts.
I've got a few. Where do you want to start?
I want to start with the strongest one you have.
The strongest one is...
change my mind.
The entire world is trying to get us in our homes around the TVs so they can introduce us to alien...
What is wrong with you?
What? No, I think there's that possibility. What if they're just getting us all in our home so we're watching TV, and then they make that announcement that we've made contact?
What do aliens have to do with anything?
I just think it's a possibility. I wouldn't rule it out.
Well, if they're going to make that...
But you don't want the world to go into chaos, so that'd be more calm. You're all in your own home.
They're going to have to make that announcement pretty quickly because if they don't, none of us are making money to be able to pay our bills, so that we won't have our TV on. Oh, on Thursday. Okay.
Then you won't need money after that.
Do you have cable television anymore?
No.
Exactly. You let yours go.
That's right. I cut the cable.
Exactly. That's what these throwaway commodities are going to go away.
Yeah, you're not going to need any of that if there's aliens.
But you don't need to be in your house to get something on social media.
Well, let me just say that the aliens at this point are driving past Earth and locking their doors.
Well,
they don't want anything to do.
That's the wildest,
idea. Yeah. I wanted you to change my mind about something.
I'm not going to change your mind.
I mean, they're like in a bad neighborhood at 3 a.m. You can hear the doors lock on the alien spacecraft as it flies past Earth because we've lost our freaking minds out here. But this is uncharted territory. We've never been in a situation like this. Jade, lovely wife Jade, continues to say, this is just all surreal. This is weird. You go to her clinic, they don't let anybody in the waiting room right now. They're having to wait in their cars and then bring them in, which I think is smart. Mm-hmm. I think it's actually smart. This social distancing thing I want to do a T-shirt that says something about social distancing, like I'm socially distant.
That's actually part of the problem is social distancing. We quit letting our kids play in the dirt, get dirty, and get all this stuff that they should get and get immune to it. And now we freak out over,
Well, that's in a normal world. Now they're doing social distancing, which they recommend 6 feet separation or 10 feet. And now they're saying 10 feet, 9 and 10 feet. Because they don't want you giving it away to somebody with an underlying condition. Because you might have it, not even know it. Idris Elba came out yesterday. Famous Hollywood actor. I don't understand how these people in Hollywood are testing positive for it. I've heard speculation that it's because they travel a lot more and they get to go to the beach. People say the funniest things. They get to go to resort communities and hang out together. And okay. But Idris Elba came out and he doesn't have symptoms. He's non-symptomatic. So you have these people that's the deal is they're self-quarantined because they don't want to give this thing to somebody with an underlying condition. Your mother, my mother, your mother. I mean, they all have these things. Talked to my mom this morning. I'm like, Mom, stay in the house. She said, don't worry.
What if this is genetically designed disease to wipe out the older population?
Well, it could be.
I mean,
I'll tell you, so Donald Trump came under a lot of crap yesterday because he called it the Chinese coronavirus. Donald Trump is trying to explain to us in so many ways without just coming out and saying that China created something, let it go in order to control their protesters, and then they lied to the world about the nature of this thing and the spread, and they didn't shut down their borders. What are you laughing at?
Merry Christmas, America.
Oh, Merry Christmas! The ducky's smiling. The smiling.
Merry Christmas.
Fa-ra-ra-ra-ra. Take a heart with bow a hurry. Fa-ra-ra-ra-ra. It's true. Merry Christmas.
But, we catch a little flack about making fun of the disease. We're not making fun of the disease. It's making fun of people's reactions, the craziest things. I cannot believe the number of people yesterday when I was in there trying to buy all my gas cans at Atwood's. Everybody else was in there trying to get their gas cans.
How dare they buy their gas cans while narcissist party foul Steve is in there buying his damn gas cans.
And
How dare they?
Hey, no, gas prices are at an all-time low. I thought, hey, wouldn't hurt I say all-time, but I mean in the last few years.
Steve's in there stockpiling the gas cans.
Talk to me about people saying that calling it the Wuhan flu is racist.
Yeah, well, so that's the thing. And I want to get into some stuff later on in the show. Got some fun video to show you and all that stuff. But so Trump is trying to explain to us in so many words. There are a ton of viruses and diseases that have affected the world on epidemic, if not pandemic levels, and we know a lot of them. So this idea that Wuhan flu or Wuhan virus or Chinese coronavirus is racist. First of all, Chinese is not a race. China is not a race. It's a nationality. So you got a list of some.
I did.
Give me a rundown. Machine gun those things.
Yeah, let me do it.
Let's take a walk through disease memory lane.
Here are 17 diseases named after places or people.
Come on with it.
Okay. Get ready to be offended. West Nile virus, the guinea worm, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, Lyme disease, Ross River fever.
You know what? Those Ross River people, I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't want them coming to my house.
Ebola, valley fever, Marburg.
But which valley?
You want me to look?
No,
Big
I don't.
Valley.
Read them off.
Oh, no. Yeah, I want to tell you. It was in California.
Oh.
Probably Big Valley. Remember that TV show?
Although
the
its
valley.
first case came from Argentina.
The Valley Girls got it. I mean, I got like a fever.
Totally. Gag me. Marburg virus. Now, that one's where you start bleeding from all your orifices.
Right. See, nobody knows anybody that's doing that right now.
That was Marburg, Germany.
Okay.
Norovirus, Zika,
Oh.
Japanese encephalitis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Japanese. Tora. You know what, though? You go back to the Zika. People don't realize that places like Zika, like that's a place.
Zika forest
River.
in Uganda.
Yeah.
Yeah. German measles, Spanish flu, which I sent you last night.
Spanish
The information.
flu.
I didn't send you the Spanish flu. I sent
Spanish flu.
you. See.
Hurry.
I sent you the stats about the Spanish flu and how many people it killed
Lots of people.
during World War I. It's crazy. Lassa River, am I saying that right?
Yeah, sure.
Nigeria. And Legionnaire's disease.
Okay. From the French.
Yeah, American.
We don't know.
Well, no. Here, I want to tell you. It was the American Legion Convention in Philadelphia.
Oh, my Lord.
That's it. Philadelphia.
Well, I mean, those are white people. I mean, surely they were white people. Yeah, so that's the deal. I mean, come on. The issue is, and everybody can see through this, the issue is to try to make Donald Trump look bad. No matter what the man does. I'm at a point now, Steve, where I agree with you. This is hard.
All right, go ahead, because I've been giving you my theories over the last 2 weeks.
In that Donald Trump is going to come out of this thing smelling like a rose.
Absolutely.
He's going to be a hero through this thing. Going to be a hero. And I truly believe, I'm going to go on record, and you can get pissed off at me, you can come at me, you can say anything. You know, we talked to Pastor Jennison Franklin yesterday. Great little talk with him and various other people that are out there. And the more I talk to people, the more I realize that Donald Trump is in position because I believe God put him there. I believe God put him there. It's a divinely directed thing. It's the grace of God. And that's weird because, you know, Donald Trump to me, I mean, he's the barbarian, right?
Right.
But he's in this place. He's in this spot. He doesn't care. Pray for the president. He looks tired. Man's worn out.
He sounds tired.
Yeah, he's only probably down to from 3 hours of sleep a night down to 1.
But he is a bull in a china cabinet. Please don't be offended that I said that.
China shop, yeah.
China
I've
shop.
never seen a bull in a China cabinet. And
I've never seen a bull in a China shop
either.
But either way, we
he
said
is
China.
that.
I don't want anybody to be.
That. He stirs up the trouble. No question
Yeah.
about it. But I'll tell you, can you imagine Hillary Clinton with the president right now?
No, but I've also got that Como was this morning on the news talking about how great the president and his team have responded to
What?
New York. He was talking so good about it.
Same thing Gavin Newsom said to him about California.
But this is also, they realized, you know what, we're better off under this than we are Bernie Sanders or Biden.
Oh, gosh.
So they're talking good about him because they don't want.
Oh, I'm going to show you some video. You know, Biden came out. I watched the first half hour of the debate the other day. Biden came out and actually strung some good sentences together, which was effective for him. But I'm going to show you some video later in the show that I'm going to give you a prime example of what Bernie Sanders America looks like. And if you don't have strong, solid leadership, you know, Donald Trump came out yesterday, and I'll just make this point, when he said, and the media sucks, man. The media is such fake news. Nobody knows what to believe about this whole thing because they don't know who to trust. They don't know who to go to. So they come out yesterday, and, you know, Trump says, let me pull this picture. I took a screenshot of it. I know I got to move quick. You know, he came out and he said, we'll be backing you, but try getting it yourself. He told the governors, talking about the ventilators, try getting it yourselves. Point of sales, much better, much more direct if you can get it yourself. So what they took out of that was, you know, people writing things saying, oh, Trump's leaving you all alone. He's telling you just go get it yourself. No, he said it's easier if you don't involve the federal government to try and make the bureaucracy happen. It's common sense.
He's right.
He's right.
It's always easier.
So I had people on Twitter yesterday go, well, that's exactly what he said. People are like, you're not that stupid. You're not that stupid. If you're, I mean, you know you're twisting those words to try to make that man say something he absolutely did not say. And people on Twitter say, well, he said you got to go get it yourself. No, he said, we'll be backing you. We'll help you. But cut out the middleman. Cut out the red tape. Cut out the bureaucracy. Try to get it yourself. It would be far easier for me to go to the store and just buy something than to send Steve and hope he comes back with the right stuff or at what time. It just is, right? Now, I'm not insulting Steve. I just don't want to have Steve do it.
I don't have to go to the store because I already have it.
Yeah, but I remind you yesterday you didn't have gasoline. Steve's like, shit, man, I got to go get some gasoline.
I loaded up.
Oh, gasoline. I'm so sick of this whole racist thing. You know what I watched last night? Harlem Nights. Red Fox, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hell yeah.
Yes.
That's back when comedy was comedy.
Yes.
Hey, it's shocking that your home can be stolen this easily and brutal. That's what the brutal lesson Deborah learned. Oh, Deborah. When thieves found her home's title online and forged it. Now, we can laugh about it tongue-in-cheek about Deborah, but I'm telling you, this is serious stuff. They literally took ownership of her home. It can happen to you in an instant. Thieves legally owned her home. She got evicted, spent a fortune in legal fees trying to get it back. The FBI calls home title fraud one of the fastest growing crimes that's out there, and you don't want to be next. That's why I urge you to protect the online title to your home with Home Title Lock. The legal documents to all of our homes are kept online where thieves hunt them. Can you imagine me going through this stuff right now and adding that on top of everything else that you're having to deal with if someone steals your home title. They forge the documents and state that you sold your home to them. Then they borrow against your home and stick you with the payments. There's no insurance or bank that's going to protect you from that, but Home Title Lock does. You could already be a victim of title fraud and not even know it. So find out. Go register your home at HomeTitleLock.com and enter Chad for a month free of protection. Again, enter Chad for 1 month free at HomeTitleLock.com. Go to HomeTitleLock.com. Don't move. All right, is everybody taking their temperature? You're good. Rectal thermometers, man, that's the only way to be sure. That's the only way to be sure. DNC Chairman Tom Perez calls for voting by mail in primaries amid coronavirus concerns. So, they want the states to allow residents. A lot of places have tried to shut down their primaries. It's been a battle between the governors and the courts, and all of these things that are going on happened in, Ohio that was going on? That was a big deal. They were trying to delay theirs. Yeah, I mean, it's a bad deal. This is not good for the election, for anybody, really. I can't see a positive. I mean, it's definitely bad for Trump. That's why I say take this thing seriously because, one, Trump's shutting down. I was on the Jesse Kelly show last night, and let me just remind everybody, Trump loves Big Macs. He loves McDonald's. So for Trump to start shutting down fast food, it's a major deal. Major deal. And then he needs a strong economy going into this election cycle. So he definitely doesn't want to hurt that. And I do encourage everybody, and I'm not going to give anybody any stock tips, but I will tell you this. If you will invest in the stock market in the upcoming days, you're going to come out of this thing a whole lot better when it's all said and done. What you got?
Well, so during Trump's speech a few days ago when he had Walgreens, Walmart, all kind of those big boxes step up and say how they were helping. He was naming a few of the
Google and Walmart,
MedCorp, Roche and all that.
Yeah.
Joseph's just buying stock
Just
while
buying
he's saying
right
all
there
those
as he's
names.
talking. Yeah.
He's like boom, boom, boom. He's buying all that stock. I mean, because buy low, sell high, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, you're.
Oh, it's
right.
gonna. Thank God for capitalism. Steve, it looked like somebody shoved the rectal
you were
thermometer.
on some other show, and I didn't even know it yesterday. I was like,
why would you need to know it?
well, because I could watch it.
I'm on the Jesse Kelly show quite often.
Oh.
Shout out to my boy Jesse Kelly. Shout up. He's 6'8". Anyway, you don't want to know what America would look like under Bernie Sanders. We've seen the empty aisles of toilet paper.
Yesterday.
We have seen the barren shelves. We have seen the fights, the online people going after it. You got one cart that's loaded up with the toilet paper. It's Sharmageddon. And then you got another one with some beer in there, just one case of beer because people have their priorities. They're not going crazy. I busted an entire bottle of Tito's vodka, an entire handle of Tito's vodka on the driveway yesterday, cried a little.
Yeah.
Not that I needed it to drink, Mark. I like to have it for barter. If I need to pour some vodka in a Ziploc bag and sell it.
I cussed a little bit because I thought it was my bottle that you dropped. But then it wasn't. I was good.
Y'all ever really listen to Steve? The narcissism?
Hey, Chance the Rapper said I'm the best part of this program.
He did?
Aww.
Well, Chance the Rapper doesn't have a soul.
I know, but it made me feel good.
Yeah. Actually, Jesse Kelly asked me last night, and I'll ask you guys. He said, would you rather go ahead and just get the Wuhan flu for a couple of weeks, or would you rather be born a ginger? And I said I would definitely take the flu. Definitely take the flu because they don't have a soul. And it's one thing to sell your soul or sell out, but to be born without one and not even ever know what having a soul feels like. And plus, they look so weird naked, just pasty white and freckles and that whatever going on right there, that fiery red grass with the mushroom growing in the middle of it. It's weird, man.
It's almost racist.
Almost, but
Almost.
yeah, it's not. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah.
I like to say he loves redheads.
I want you guys to see. I do love redheads.
You
actually.
do love
Yeah,
redheads.
female, not Chance. I want you guys to see what Bernie's America would look like on a daily basis. Because I've been there and I've seen it in other countries, and I want you guys, this is what it looks like. Roll tape Candice. Oh, my gosh. Now, this is outside of the Costco. This is outside of the bargain shopping, bulk shopping box store there. Look at these people lined up. That actually is mild compared to other video that I've seen. I saw one. I tweeted it this morning. I tweeted the video. It was a fast action cam time lapse deal. It went all the way down behind the building, went across the front of the building, down behind the building, and then curved around the parking lot, went all the way out to the street, to the highway, and then went down the highway. I mean, they got to be out of the samples at that point by the time you get in there. Nobody's handing out pizza bites. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'd be so pissed if I had to wait 4 hours, 5 hours to get in the Costco, and then I got in there and the only thing they had left was diamonds. And
were they only letting in 10 or 50 people in at a time? Was it like one in, one out? To
How
make
would
that
I
line
know?
Back up? Well,
How would I know?
Well, I think people just go stand in line. So, hey, I'm going to go stand in that long line because they're going to be out here filming it.
You think people do that?
Yes, I think they do that.
You would do that?
My wife's boss went yesterday to a lower income grocery store.
What is a lower income grocery store?
In a bad part of town.
That doesn't.
No,
how is
the
that
parking
lower
lot
income?
was empty. The store was fully stocked. There was no pandemonium going on.
That's because people can't afford it.
What? No,
They can't go in there and buy it.
No,
They don't have
I
any
don't
money.
think so. I think this is just a.
You sat on a poor side of town.
Yeah, I don't think that's the reason that it's empty. I think because they ain't going all crazy. We're
I'm not sure you live on the same planet.
We tied up in social media. That social media and the news drives all of this craziness and stuff like that.
But first of all, anybody going to Costco doesn't know they're going to show up on the news that night.
If you see cameras in the parking lot, you're like, hey, I'm going to go stand in line.
Literally no one does that.
I think they do it.
No.
Yes.
You would do it.
No, I wouldn't.
Just so you could see your ass on a TV.
Nope. I can watch myself every night. Monday through Thursday.
But you'd want to see yourself on CBS or ABC or Fox.
Nah, the Blaze is where it's at.
I can't believe I deal with him. No, they don't.
I think people go do that. They go.
I can't believe all those people own businesses.
I drove
in Costco. Isn't that a business?
Right.
Minded.
Technically, that's what you're doing.
Technically, you have a business.
You're a small business, right?
Right.
Costco and Sam's.
That's a lot of people with a lot of businesses.
Yeah. There ain't nothing. You can be handing out cash at the end of the line. By the way, today's St. Patrick's Day. None of us is wearing green.
My eyes are green.
No, it's been postponed.
I've got green eyes.
April 1st.
I could be going to the end of the rainbow to get a pot of gold. I ain't waiting for 4 hours. I ain't doing it. I ain't riding Space Mountain. I ain't never set foot in Six Flags in Arlington, Texas.
Really?
Never. I have never set foot in it.
Okay.
Not a bit. Won't do it.
I mean, I've had season passes.
Won't do it.
I like it.
Do it.
I've been.
Roll this next video, Candice. Y'all look at this nonsense. Now, folks, if you're not using your time quarantine to create that type of content, then what are we doing?
Yeah, you're missing out.
What are we doing?
That was cute.
Isn't it cute?
It's cute.
You know what I want people to do? Like last night I was having some YouTube envy. Speaking about content creator. I was having some YouTube, because I was never a YouTube guy. People think of me as a YouTube guy. I'm not a YouTube guy. I was a Facebook guy. But here in the last year, we've been trying to build a YouTube, right? Because of the show. And I go on there, and we've got about 241,000 people that subscribe to it, which is no slack. But I go to Steven Crowder's. He's got 4.51 million on there. And I'm like, come on, Crowder ain't that good. But either way, they got the golden ticket, man. I want you to subscribe. I know everybody gets on here, and y'all are having your little flirtatious chat room, your little chat room. with Fact Chad and Fact Steve, Fact Party Foul.
I like doing that though. Kind of lets us.
But nobody's paying
with,
attention to the show.
No, you can listen to the show,
but they're
and still
not.
Chat. Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
They're in the
know
chat
everything.
room.
They don't miss a word.
They're not. Brenda Bodwin, God bless her, man. She keeps donating money during the show.
I'm trying to figure out how to set that up on mine. I want somebody to donate to my YouTube.
Well, I don't get it, Brenda. And see, that's what I've been trying to explain to you. I gave her my PayPal address. Because it's going straight to Blaze. It's going to Blaze. 35% of it's going to YouTube, and the rest of it's going to Blaze.
She makes a $20 comment and picks the color. It's cool.
Oh, she's cool, man. Brenda's up to like $85 a show.
Woohoo!
I love you, BB. We got Gerald and Sandy and we got
Alan,
Tiffany on there. And
what is this?
Alan's on there. Yeah, I mean, we got the Fact Squad. I did a T-shirt. I'm gonna have one made. The Fact Squad. It'll only be for those of you who are watching on the YouTube. But I need people to go. Candace, you and I, we need people to go subscribe. I really have a goal of getting that YouTube channel up to 1 million subscribers. Up to 1 million subscribers. I mean, we're a quarter of the way there.
That's a realistic
goal. It's only
goal.
taken me 6 years.
On your way, fast track.
But haven't you grown at like 50 or 60,000 since January?
No, not since January, but since probably September of last year.
Okay.
You know who became famous overnight?
Who?
Coronavirus.
Corona time.
It really
it's
did.
Corona time.
Talk about becoming a household name.
It's Corona time. Hamsters.
Household name in no time.
We should do more skit stuff on your YouTube channel.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
Nothing grows on YouTube anymore. That's the thing. I put out the video about me doing the deal with the toilet paper and the Germex, doing a little deal out on the street. I had 2.5 million views on Facebook. People stole the video and shared it. Other people had 5 million, 10 million, stuff like that, which tells me that mine is getting hammered. Mine's getting crushed.
Correct.
And other people's don't have the same algorithms on there.
Correct.
But it only got 80,000 on YouTube.
You're going to have to watermark your skit videos.
Wait, you can't do that. Because when you do that, that hinders the video.
Oh.
If you start putting watermarks on there and words on there and things like that, they realize that you're putting branded content out there. See, this is social media. This is a daily job for us trying to work this thing. As soon as the podcast is over every night at 7 p.m., I have to go through and share it to all these different places. And by the way, Candace, I need you to send me the art every day. The thumbprint art. I need it. Because I can't put it on Instagram. You know how many times I have to go do a screenshot of the YouTube deal? Candace, making my life hard. I'll show y'all another fun video. Watch this one. Look at this. Come on, Candace.
Don't nobody want their child to be sick, and don't nobody want to take that virus to their house.
Parents with children at Treadwell Middle and elementary schools are not playing around. Many wiped their kids down, and some even sprayed them with disinfectant spray as they took them home Monday.
I wiped my children backpack down when I got them out of school. Sure did. Gave them gloves. Sure did.
Parents are doing this after they found out an employee who works at Treadwell Middle and Elementary came in contact with a person who tested positive for the coronavirus in Memphis. Some took more extreme measures.
Oh.
2 garbage bags. My shoes came loose.
Oh, my
2 sacks.
goodness.
It's messed up. The flu killing more folks in there, so what's up? We're going to die anyway.
And then why are you wearing all that? You're going to
Is
die
her
anyway.
nose
Wearing a
uncovered?
plastic bag on your head.
Her nose was out of the mask.
Okay.
And she had a face cut open for there for
You're
a plastic
spraying that
bag.
kid in the face with Lysol. Why not
Sure did.
give him some vitamin C, a glass of orange juice?
Hey, Ernestine, where your plastic bag? Why ain't you got your plastic bag on? Girl, you better put that plastic bag back on your face. Better cover up, stop breathing in it. You breathing out, you gonna get somebody to vat. Come on, Ernestine. Hold still, I'll spray your face.
Oh.
You swallow this Germax.
Gargle.
Germax.
Germax.
Hey, if your mailbox is anything like mine, people are pissed now. 90% of the time, it's a fairly depressing place. Political flyers, utility bills, unholy amounts of coupons. But once a month, I do have a reason to be pretty stoked because my box of awesome from Bespoke Post comes in. Bespoke Post sends guys only the best stuff every single month, and no matter what you're into, Box of Awesome has you covered. From style and grooming goods to barware, cooking tools, outdoor gear, Box of Awesome has carefully built collections for every part of your life. To get started, take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right box of awesome just for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. It's free to sign up, and you can skip a month or you can cancel anytime. Each box costs only $45 but has over $70 worth of gear inside. You can get a 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code WATCHCHAD at checkout. That is boxofawesome.com. Code WATCHCHAD for 20% off your first order. Now you need to get up over there and do it now. Clean yourself. Wash your hand. Wash your hand, Candice. Candice, why you talking to me? Do it. Let's go. Nancy Pelosi wants to practice social distancing as the House continues our work to confront this public health emergency. We must ensure that we can continue to serve our constituents effectively. The health and safety of our staff is essential to this mission. Gain bipartisan consultation with the attending physician and the sergeant at arms. And out of an abundance of caution, I'm writing to encourage you to take steps to promote social distancing when you Washington, D.C. office. Just maintain more than half of your Washington staff teleworking from home.
I ain't going nowhere near her.
No, nobody wants to get near Nancy.
I didn't hear a word you said.
You didn't?
I did not understand. I feel like you wasted a minute.
I did.
You should spit a little more.
Do you know how much time Nancy Pelosi has wasted of our time?
For sure you wasted 60 seconds.
Nancy wants social distancing. Mitt Romney wants to give every American adult $1,000 for coronavirus. Everybody. That's what he wants to do. Every American adult should immediately receive $1,000 because that's going to carry you through. That's going to get you through.
That ain't going to cut it close for me.
It's going to get you to August. Well, we know your champagne tastes, son.
That's right.
Yeah. Peace Corps, they're suspending operations. Good, because they're a bunch of orgy mongers anyway, evacuating all their volunteers. We got a fight between Dallas and Fort Worth now.
Yes.
Tell them.
Okay, I saw this on the news last night. Dallas has shut down the restaurants and the bars, right? Mm-hmm. That was to keep everything clean. While they were on air, the reporter said they're hoping that the cities around Dallas follow suit because it's you just go one county over or one city over, and then it defeats the purpose of the spread. During that, a live shot came up of Mayor Betsy Price for Fort Worth mayor. That's right. Came on and she said, "We're not shutting our businesses down. We're going to ask the bars, the restaurants to operate at 50% capacity. So if you can hold 50 people or 100 people, we want 50 in. If you can hold, now if you can hold 600, it's 160 max, something like that." Anyway, they came back to stop.
Put your feet away.
Stop. You Corona foot. Anyway, they came back to the reporter, and the reporter's like, "Well, that was kind of a slap in the face to Dallas."
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, these reporters are going to start a fight, or anchors. The anchors are going to start a fight between Dallas and Fort Worth.
Yeah.
But I like that Fort Worth didn't shut down the businesses and the restaurants and the bars. We got to make money.
You know who else isn't shutting down? Roswell, New Mexico. They're going to have their annual UFO festival.
Yeah, there's a reason, y'all. Telling you, it coordinates with my whole theory to begin with.
That goes to Steve's argument.
Yeah. Well,
it really does.
Maybe he's onto something. Maybe he is, but they're going to do it. They're like, screw it.
We should know by Thursday, I think.
You think so?
Yep.
You think the aliens are going to reveal themselves?
Well, I think Thursday by 5 p.m. we'll go ahead and be nationwide shut down except for grocery stores and pharmacies.
I love that all these people were wanting to storm Area 51 just a few short months ago, and now they're running screaming away from something with a 98% recovery rate. Yeah, so...
Put your foot away.
In Brazil, in Sao Paulo, there were hundreds of inmates that escaped from at least 4 prisons. They were having, they were doing some coronavirus stuff. I don't even know. They're out. They're on the loose.
My Corona.
But the Trump administration is seeking an $850 billion stimulus package to offset the coronavirus havoc. Now we're talking, baby Trump.
Ooh.
Yeah, big day.
I'm just thinking about all that money Mini Mike wasted on his fake presidential campaign.
Yeah.
Where's Mini Mike?
It was a fake
Why
presidential
aren't they buying
run.
these respirators and ventilators? Why aren't they buying them?
He spent
Donate.
it on airtime.
Come on, I'll spend your money, Mike.
And it's sad. All that stuff comes from China. Our respirators, all our medications, all our antibiotics comes from China. Why isn't that stuff being made in America? We wouldn't have
Tired
to.
of it.
It's
tired
all.
of it.
It's all tied up. It's crazy.
Hey, you know what you could do? Get your stimulus package right here. Bam! I'm stimulated. He's still your president in spite of what you claim. Get it. Get it. We got a brand new, the official video comes out tomorrow. Tomorrow. The official video should be released tomorrow, but you can go to watchchad.com. You can get the CD. And, man, you got to do something while you're hanging out. I mean, go buy some hamsters. Bring them in the house. Don't eat them. That's how this whole thing started.
Bats.
Hey, hamsters didn't come from China. They came from Amsterdam. Everybody knows that.
Amsterdam. They got little wooden shoes on their feet. We should go buy some hamsters. Okay, run that time. Don't you think?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, my gosh. I got
That's
one more thing I
cute.
want to tell you guys before we're out of here, but hang tight. I'm going to get right to it. Boy, howdy. That's a cute little picture you posted of us on your Facebook, tagged everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wanted everybody
I'm
to know there's fewer than 10 people in the room.
it is. I'm telling we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, so we're 50% obedient.
And
to
we're
the-
all social distanced.
I put a picture up from the opposite direction.
Yeah, you sure did, Steve.
You see
Thank you
that?
for contributing.
I just wanted to make sure that I was in there somewhere.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't want to be left out.
I appreciate that, Steve. You really are funny.
He is funny.
He is funny.
I'm extremely funny.
You're also funny. You're funny, weird, and funny, haha. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've never known anybody quite that narcissistic. Hey, folks, listen. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. All right? Get your stuff. Get your supplies. The grocery stores have reported that they'll continue to have their stock. We're working on a few different things, using voices to make sure that those in the trucking industry, they can't be closing down rest areas. They can't be closing down the bathrooms and the truck stops and these kind of things. We rely on the trucking industry. So there's men and women who are out there driving, getting us those goods, and it would seem that a lot of the bureaucracy is actually working against them. These people have to stop and pee. They have to stop and rest. It's a little practical things like that. So I encourage everybody, man, reach out to your local, state, and county and city officials on the issues. Don't call 911 when you run out of toilet paper. Believe it or not, that's happening. Nobody shits that much. Really, nobody does. But be mindful of other people. There's no reason for you to hoard everything and stockpile everything. Have faith, folks. Have faith. This is still America. It's very weird, but it's still America. And being America was very capitalistic, right? So I want you to go to watchchad.com, buy yourself a T-shirt, buy the CD, and subscribe. I'm saying that tongue in cheek, but at the same time, and by the way, nothing comes from China, and everything's quarantined in Steve's house, and nothing's going to live that long in the shipping process. So don't worry about the corona. Go subscribe. And everyone, do me a favor right now. Go to where podcasts are offered. Go to Apple Podcasts. Leave a rating and review. 5 stars. We love y'all. God bless. We will talk to you next time. Bye.